Welcome. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at this Favorlite LED camping lantern. So this was provided to me by the distributor, but they're not compensating me for this video and they're not reviewing it before I post it. If you find this video helpful and you want to purchase one of these, I'll put a link to it in the description on Amazon, and if you use that link it helps me out a little bit and doesn't cost you anything extra. So here we have the lantern. We also have a charging cable and the instructions. Let's take a look at the instructions real quick. So this lantern has a hanging hook, USB output, on-off switch, USB input, and I'll talk about those in a bit. Here's the specs. It's made of ABS plus iron. Light source is LED. Light power supplies, rechargeable batteries. It says long press the switch to turn on and off the light. Click switch to change the modes. So it has the warm light mode, white light mode, and then the white plus the warm light mode. And then you can rotate the knob to adjust the brightness. So this can also be used as a power bank. So you can charge this up and then you can plug other devices into this like a smartphone to charge it. And it has a blue indicator that strobes when charging. It says for blue indicator keeps on after fully charged. It says do not look directly into the LED light. It's not a toy and keep away from young children. Okay, close that up. So it comes with a charging cable. It's a USB Type-C cable. So here's the lantern. So this is very lightweight. We'll open up the side here. Here we have the USB Type-C charging port and a USB Type-A to charge devices with. On the other side we have the indicator lights. So this feels like metal here. This is metal. This knob is plastic. This frame here is metal. And then we have a plastic lens here. And this gray I think is plastic too. It actually looks like clear on top of gray. It's kind of hard to see. So actually, yeah, this lens goes up and comes out and there's gray under it. So this has two types of LEDs in it. It has these filament style LEDs and then it has regular chip LEDs in there. It's kind of hard to see. So it has two types of light you can get from it. So I'll hold down the button to turn it on and you can see the filaments are lit up. So we can turn that full bright. We can turn it down to low. If I press this again, it will turn on the other lights here. If I press it a third time, it will turn on both lights. And it will just cycle through these different modes. And then you can do your full brightness, or you can dim it. To turn it off, I'll hold the button down. So I'm going to go turn off the light so we can see what the light looks like cast on this bench here. Okay, so I have the lights off. There's a little bit of light behind me, but this piece of paper on the desk you can't read, so I'll turn this lantern on. Here we are. This is on the filament mode, low brightness, and this is sitting right on my bench, obviously. If you had it hung up, this would be what it would be like overhead. And this is the more white mode, so I'll go up with that. And this is both. So let me go through these again. So this is the filament mode. This is on high. This is on low. This is the regular LED on low, then on high. And this is both on high, then low. And here's what it looks like here. Filaments, the other LEDs, and both. So I'm going to point my camera at the wall now. I'm around 4 foot from the wall and the lantern is about 4 foot from the wall, and I'll turn it on. We'll see what the light looks like cast upon the wall. So here's filament mode. This is on low. This is on high. This is the regular LED. Now if I'm holding it down, but if I point it at the wall, it's a little bit brighter. I'll dim that. So there's a little bit of light coming in from the background, and here's both. Let me do that while I'm pointing the bottom at it, so you can see what it will look like cast down. So this is filament mode, this is the regular LED mode, and this is both. Let's try plugging this in to charge it. So it's currently charging at 0.84 amps, 0.9 amps. So that can vary depending on the charge inside of the lantern. See here, and it looks like we have 3 of the 4 lit up. So looks like about maybe 75% charged right now. So I'm going to charge this up all the way, and then I'll run some tests to see what the runtime is on this. And I'll insert that clip here. Okay, so I've been testing the runtime for a couple days, and I've just been testing it on the filament mode. So I'm guessing the runtime for the other LEDs is going to be similar. But on high, this ran for 7 hours and 20 minutes. On low, it's been running for 3 days. If I turn the light off, it's still on. Now, it's a lot dimmer than it was, and it is flashing just one blue light, so I'm guessing this will shut off sometime today. But as you can see on the low mode, this has a very good runtime. So if you wanted to use this for a marker light, or to say leave on all night outside of your tent or RV, this can easily handle all night, and could potentially handle a couple different nights, especially if you turn it off during the day. So I also tested the amount of time it takes to charge this from empty, and it was just over 4 hours. So that's the Favorlite LED camping lantern. I really like the retro look of this. I like that it's very lightweight. This would be the perfect lantern to hang from the inside of a tent if you have a hook in the middle, because it doesn't take a lot of weight. Now this is far from the brightest camping lantern I've ever seen. So if you're looking for the absolute brightest lantern, I don't think this is the best option. But if you're looking for more ambient light or a dimmer light, I think this is a great option. Like I just mentioned, putting this in a tent is I don't need to light up the whole campsite from inside my tent. I just need a little bit of light to find things to get ready for bed. If you had an RV, you could hang this off the edge of your awning. Make sure you don't hit your head on the edge of the awning and just have a little bit of ambient light at your campsite. Now you could turn this to full brightness and put it in an area while you're cooking. Now if you're wanting to look at detail on a map or something, there might be better lights for that. But if you're just trying to mark areas or just have a little bit of light around your campsite to help you orient yourself, this would be great. Also, if like your power goes out and you just want a little bit of light, this would fulfill that need too. I think this will see some nights out on our patio when we just want a little bit of light out there without brightening up the whole thing. And I really like these two filaments here. I think that just gives it a neat retro style, having the Edison style filaments. So that's all I'm going to cover in this video. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If you like this video, please click like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you could do that. And thanks for watching. Until next time, goodbye.